welcome to Sit and Knit for a Bit. I'm your host, Melissa. This is episode like 18, I think. And obviously I'm in a different location. I thought it would be really nice to show you guys my Christmas decorations behind me since it is December 1st. And I am going to start my advent calendar, which is actually what this video is. It's just the starting of that. I'm just so excited that I wanted to make a video. So this is not going to be a true video, true like normal video. It's more like a vlogmas, I guess, but I don't do a lot of that editing stuff, so it's just gonna be a straight video. You probably can hear my bird squawking in his room, and you probably see a lot of the animals running around, and probably hear Olive licking. I filled up some Kongs with treats and some peanut butter, and so they're having a heyday with those, and of course making lots of noise, but yeah, I wanted this to be out here. Plus, the way Kiwi's making noise right now, it would be very hard to do a podcast in his room. He'd be even louder in there. So anyway, recap, this video is literally just a video to start my advent calendar. Now I've talked about it before, but I'll go ahead and go over it again. And what it is a few months ago I decided I wanted to do an advent calendar. And so I looked and hemmed and hawed, and I guess I'd call me picky, and they're really expensive, which I totally understand. You know, it does take a lot of time and effort to make them, and I'm sure the ones that you buy are super nice, and I've seen like boxes that they come in from other people's podcasts, and they look amazing. But I just couldn't fathom making or spending that much money on an advent calendar, at least not right now, maybe in the future. Maybe another year. But so I decided, well, I'm like, you know what? I have lots of scrap yarn. I could just make my own. And so I grabbed my scrap yarn, and I was like, oh, well, but I'll know all the yarn I'm using, so it won't really be a surprise. I'm like, oh, well, I was like, well, I have so many knitting projects to work on, including at the time was the temperature blanket. So I already had a daily knitting thing to do. I was like, well, how about I make it for this, you know, I'll make it this year, but I will do it next year. And I was like, by that point, I probably forget what's in there. And so I was like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. Well, I discovered that I'm kind of picky, and I just couldn't fathom grabbing a bunch of my random, I mean, like chunky yarn to skinny yarn, and I couldn't see that it working out. It'd just be so weird. I was originally thinking about just making like this blanket that was all just mismatched, and so there'd be sections that are more lacy with the smaller yarn, and then there'd be chunkier sections with the chunkier yarn. And I was like, oh, maybe someday, but the colors I had, none of them even got close to going with each other. I had a lot of like bright colors and a lot of neutrals, which I know once you mix them it's probably better, but I couldn't. And I didn't even think I had enough to do like an entire blanket. I'm sorry, I swear I have more hair on my face. I already repod. This is my second video, and I had a hair on my face, and it was driving me nuts. So that's probably where that comment comes from. You're like, what is she talking about? Anyway, so then I was like, well, you know what? I usually have a lot of sock weight yarn because I do a lot of socks, and I have a lot of shawls that are sock weight. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. I'll just grab a bunch of my own sock weight yarn. Well, I've already kind of started using a lot of that scrap yarn. I've got a lamp over there that the lamp section, the base part, is see-through glass, and I have balls in there, and I'm like, I don't want to undo that. And then I have little, I have another one, hold on. I have like this that I put some yarn in. It's not all sock yarn. I have some regular yarn in there just for filler. And I have little things like that around my house, and I don't want to undo those. They're done. They're done projects. And so I wasn't gonna have enough. So I decided that I would just buy somebody's scrap yarn off of Etsy, I believe, yes. And yes, I was gonna spend some money. I'm sorry, I'm actually hot. I was actually just gonna go ahead and buy some yarn. I'm like, yes, I know the whole point of this was to use my scrap yarn, but maybe next year I'll have enough. I'll start collecting some because I've used my other scrap yarn for other stuff, but I don't need any more for those. So anyway, so I went on Etsy and found a Sheep's Clothing. This is her card. I'm hoping it's coming out for you guys. And she was selling, I think, 10 gram balls, random. And so I bought 2. So I would make it 20, and I figured the extra 5 for the 5 days of the Advent calendar I can grab from my stock, my leftover yarn I can come up with 5. She actually ended up sending me more than that. I think I ended up with like 35 balls. I don't know, I didn't even count them. And so I was like, awesome. And I also was kind of in a rush to get it done, so I didn't find, hold on. Hey, no fighting, please. There's plenty to eat, thank you. Sorry. They're very good dogs and they do get along. It was a little bit of talking. It was not aggressive at all, just a little bit of talking. Anyway, where was I? Oh, I also grabbed a bunch. I was like, well, what do I want in this Advent calendar? Since I'm making it myself, I can cater to myself. Well, I like to read. So I found a book that I haven't read, but I've read one book from that same author, and I really, really enjoyed that book, and I've been wanting to read another one of hers. So I found one as short as I could, and then I tried to evenly break it into 25 different sections. I also have some chocolate and some tea, and then there's some random stuff. I'm not supposed to remember, but there's some stickers and other little stuff in a couple of them. And I randomly, well, other than the book, I put the book in order. So every day I read that section, and I was thinking a chapter a day, but I just kind of did as evenly as I could. And I tried to break it up where it was a chapter, but not all chapters are the same length, or anyway. And then I randomly put in different teas, and then randomly put in different chocolates. I am planning on making another one for next year, and I'm hoping that this year, this like wintry time, I can do some shopping and buy some like better stuff, mostly like better little bags. These are not quite cutting it, they're a little too small, but I had trouble finding. And so I'm hoping to find little like Christmassy gift bags that will work better. It's mostly because I have a book in here, part of a book in here, so it's kind of chunky. And then I was like, okay, so I put all those in there, and I had them all lined up in these like baskets, and I just dumped one. So I have 2 of these, which I've shown before. And then when the yarn came, I was like, okay, what I'm gonna do, long story short, what I did is I put my camera onto, or I put my phone onto camera, but on black and white. And I looked through the screen only and grabbed the balls of yarn. So I have no idea what colors they are. I mean, I did get some glances. I'm sure there's some blues and greens, but I really have no idea. So at least the yarn is a nice surprise. And obviously the book I'm reading is a nice surprise. I have no idea what the book is about, so yay. Okay, oh, and the pattern I'm gonna be using, or doing, is this Mini Mania scarf. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. And you do it like long ways, and you can do it as long as you want, as thick as you want, and you end up doing like, it ends up looking like it's woven, which I thought would be really cute with me being so picky about color change, that it blended the colors a little bit. And I'm really hoping that this works out, and maybe for like next year I'll use the same like technique, but do like a hat or a blanket or something. So we'll see. It's pretty vague on how to do it, because it's so adjustable, and the length and the width and stuff. So today is going to be an interesting day trying to figure out how to do that, because I only have one ball, and I think if you knit across, like maybe I'll weigh the ball first, because I know she said it was 10 grams, but I'm pretty sure some of them are not exactly 10 grams. I mean, who sits there and measures those? And so when I get about halfway done with that ball, then I'll turn around. And then I'm planning on not having any ends to weave in, just use them as like the little tassels on the ends. So that should be super simple. So I'm excited. I have no idea how to do this pattern, but I've done lots of other kind of patterns. So today I have the afternoon off, so today's a good day to figure it out. I also, and I think it calls for US 6 knitting needles, so I bought myself a new pair of knitting needles. I got these at Walmart. These are Line Brand Yarns Bamboo, and I bought a couple of them before, and I actually really like them. The tube of it is super flexible, and I like bamboo. I like bamboo and then metal ones. I mean, that's pretty. I mean, there is like old nylon ones, but anyway, I've bought this kind before, and I've really enjoyed it. Okay. Time to open it up. I actually have a pot of hot water here for whatever tea it is. Oh, I'm so excited. My brain goes to blue. We'll see if it's blue. All right, so we got day 1 for December 1st. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I finally get to do this. It is not blue. It's okay. It is... Oh, it's like a variegated, changing color, yellow. Looks like there's gonna be some green in here and some orange and red. So that's gonna be pretty. It is a little bit on the scratchier side. That's fine with me. It's just a scarf, you know, it's fine. But I think this is gonna be fun. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, because it's still gonna be a surprise because I have no idea. And it looks like you can pull from the center. Awesome, the way she got it set up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh. All right, I better get my tea going because I know there's a cup of tea, thing of tea in here. Yes, it is my favorite tea. There's only like 3 different types of teas in here. I'm hoping next year I'll have different varieties. But I was, like I said, I kind of did this last minute, even though it was a few months ago, but I just wanted it done. And so this is my newest favorite tea, which is that toasted coconut almond bark. Let me show you it again. I also got this. I literally did all this at Walmart other than the yarn. So, all right, I'll make my tea so I can drink while I continue to look at everything else. If I can open this package. I've never struggled so hard in my life. All right. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't add cream or sugar to my teas, and so I kind of, good, my water's still nice and hot. I tend to find teas that are already on the sweet side to help with the bitterness of tea, so of the tea leaves. Let that cook. Okay. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. And it is a milk chocolate caramel. I am also hoping, I do love these, and I got a variety pack if I remember correctly, but I'm hoping to also get some more exotic chocolates. Once again, I was trying to find it, but everything I found was really, really, really expensive, and I didn't want to, I did it myself to make it cheap, so I didn't want to spend too much money. It actually goes with the yarn, see? And then the rest should be the book and potential surprise, but apparently I did put a surprise in here. Okay. Oh, good. I was wondering about the cover. Oh, I don't know the name of the author. Oh, never mind. I got it. Okay. The book I have to read is Ugly Love, and it's by Colleen Hoover. Okay. And I read Verity, which was a really good psychological book. And if I'm gonna do any kind of like scary mystery type books, I want it to be psychological. Those are the only ones I do like, because to me they seem more of a mystery and like trying to figure out what's going on. And that one was really good, so I'm hoping this one's good. So once I kind of get in the groove, hopefully, I don't know if I can knit on this and read at the same time. If not, I'll just, knit a row or knit this and then read later tonight. But I'm hoping to do them all at the same time, plus eat my chocolate and drink my tea. So we'll see. We'll see on that. Yeah, I get to start the book. I've been looking forward to it. this book, I remember when I was splitting it up, it had a lot of like shorter chapters. So it was a lot of like chapter and a half, but I try to do it at a break. And oh boy, I don't remember if I'm supposed to, I think I'm supposed to stop here. There's a couple of them where there's like a break in the page and or something. It's fine. And then my little trinket, which not all of them do, and this one makes sense, is a stitch marker, so I can use for the project. Just a stitch marker I already owned, but I haven't used it yet. I used another one with the same color. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see. I'm going backwards. Just a little blue sheep, but I thought it would be really cute because if you look, the sheep has all different kinds of balls on him, you know, like the fluffs. And so I thought that'd be kind of cute because this is gonna be all different colors. All right, well that is about it to start. I am literally gonna start knitting on this, but you don't need to watch me do that because I'm gonna have to concentrate and figure it out while drinking my cup of tea. I got my cup of tea in my Christmas teacup. I actually store this away in the Christmas decorations every year, and then when Christmas comes around and I'm decorating, I pull it out and start using it. I don't use it for every cup of tea during the Christmas year, but a lot of them. My favorite. All right, my friends. Oh, I will be doing the project, at least for now, in my handmade Christmassy gift bag. If you know me, sorry, somebody made a noise. My dog thinks it's somebody outside, so they all ran outside to see what's going on. So they're probably gonna start barking. But anyway, if you know me, you know I do not sew. I do not like sewing, but I would love project bags. So this is my first and only attempt to do a project bag. I even did like the bottom different color. I made it too big. It was supposed to be just for socks, but I think it'll be good for this project because it's a scarf, so it's gonna be bigger. I got so frustrated with it that I did not even put a liner in. It's just the backside, but it is what it is. And as you can see, it is just awful. It's probably gonna fall apart. I think it's strong. I think I just didn't clean it up. Like I just don't care. So I will be putting it in this one. Oh, the only other thing I have to show you before letting you guys go is today we had our, not that you guys care, so this has nothing to do with knitting, so if you want to leave, bye. But today for work we did our like Christmas luncheon and did, I think it's called White Elephant thing gift, and what I got, and I'm pretty happy. There was one other gift that I would have been just as happy with that actually somebody took from me because I took it from somebody, but that's fine. Actually, I'm really happy with what I got. Oh, I'm sorry about the crinkle. Here, let me get rid of the crinkle. As I talk really loud over the crinkle. But I got this like pop-up silicone popcorn bowl for the microwave. And it's where you have kernels, actual kernels of popcorn, and you make it yourself. So you don't use those like microwave bags of pre-made. So you can do all kinds of flavoring. You can make it more healthy by not adding butter to it, which is what I used to do when I was on a diet. Because when I was on a diet, I started craving something crunchy because I was missing like chips and stuff, and I wanted something to crunch on. And so I discovered making kerneled, I call it kerneled popcorn, on the stove. And so I'm actually really looking forward to this. It actually looks like one of those dog bowls, but it just pops up like this, and it's got its, you know, its lid. And I guess as the popcorn pops, it to stir and raises. So I'm super excited. I will be trying this out later today. I'm full from our luncheon, and so I do not need popcorn right now, but super excited. And along with it came a package of different kernels and then different like flavor. So I am super excited about this as well. Today's a good day. So if you're looking for any gifts for people or something like, you know, like Secret Santa or something, I mean, I'm happy with it. I'm sure there's other people that don't eat popcorn, but I love popcorn. My mom and I both absolutely love popcorn. And I'm thinking maybe when I go camping with them, I can use that in their RV microwave. So we'll see. But yes, I thought that was a cute idea, and I'm super happy, and I cannot wait. Maybe I'll make it for when I'm reading the book. We'll see. All right, my friends, I literally think that is it. So once again, it's not a standard podcast. It was just the beginnings of the holiday 2023 Advent calendar. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.